Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, December 21st, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I came to show up, response able. And welcome to Capricorn. Happy winter solstice. And regardless of whether you are in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, to me there's such an energy of light when it comes to the solstice energy. And the phrase, let there be light, is what came to me. Of course, I am in the northern hemisphere, so this is the shortest time of light in the year. And in the southern hemisphere, it's the longest day of light. But either way, there is this kind of celebration around light and what it does for us. And what came to me in this energy as we enter Capricorn is working with that energy of let there be light, that energy of the creator within us all. And as I've been sitting here kind of like mulling, allowing, stuff to filter in, what's going to be the topic of Capricorn? What's going to be the energy that we focus on as we move from this alchemy energy, taking everything, changing it into gold. Now we have this gold. What are we going to do with this gold? And the image of the creator came forward, and how Capricorn energy has really interesting, all the signs have interesting connotations that go with it. Capricorn can have that connotation of control or even the Messiah. And what I want to shift instead of control and instead of the Messiah is the energy of the creator and working with that energy of the divine, the creator within us through this energy. And we came with this energy in, and we came to show up and work with this energy. And so we're taking that element of Capricorn control and instead changing it into the flow of how are you showing up? How are you responding to this moment that the world has offered you? What are you going to create with it? How are you going to work with it? And with the solstice, we work with it in the way of let there be light. How can you bring forth this light? How can you be response able for showing and bringing forth your light in your life? Because it's from this light, which is love energy, that we can create and make new things with. Take that gold and that reflection off that gold and now mold it and be that creator energy. So that's the topic of Sun in Capricorn. How are you showing up? And instead of being in control, how are you showing up responsibly, responding to what is coming up into your life and creating from that place, allowing that life and that light to come forth in and through yourself. And so that's what we're going to be working with over the next 30 days, Sun in Capricorn. So the sun shifts at 2:44 a.m. So that is the moment of the solstice, which is this beautiful, magical time of allowing the light to come in, whether it is via dancing in the light of the longest day, or whether it's heralding the light returning in the northern hemisphere. Either way, there is this energy of the light and your darkness, and what are you going to do? How are you going to be responsible with this energy? So we don't have too much going on. We do have the moon in Libra, and so the moon in Libra is helping us find the balance of dancing with the light and the dark, which are both, important in how we show up, and importance in creating the light. You bring forth the light from that darkness. But the moon, as it moves through the day, the end of the day is actually going to be squaring Mercury. So Mercury is newly retrograde, taking us within, making us look at those places where we want to take that control energy and force things instead of working with things, molding things, being the creator of things. So we have that energy, we have that square, and it's also building into a Moon-Pluto square. So Pluto, also in Capricorn. So both of those things, the Mercury square is happening at 11:05 p.m. on Wednesday, and then Moon square Pluto is happening at like 3:35 a.m. on Thursday. And so these are both late at night, at least here, but we're going to be feeling those resonances, those places where we may not want to let go of those old habits, those old conditionings. Here we have, this is the Capricorn card, the Saturn card, molding these sheep. This lion's like, I am going to mold myself to look like a sheep. I am going to be in control of myself because I don't fit in here as a lion. And this is releasing that and letting yourself be the creator of who you are, which may not even be the lion. You may be birthing this innocent being, this light being from even that lion energy. Look at this. It's taking whatever gifts, if I can pick up this card, whatever gifts are showing up for you and working, being responsible in this energy. It's not about getting all caught up in being the controller, but rather being the creator, being in that responsible energy. So you may feel those triggers coming between that Mercury and Pluto square. Fortunately, the moon moves on pretty fast. So if you're feeling those things, ask yourself, how am I showing up in my personal responsibility? This isn't based on what anybody else thinks, but what is true for you in these energies. And I think I'm going to be using the archetype cards through this time of Capricorn. I might use some other cards as well here and there, but this is what really came through. And I love this card, athlete. And to me, it's not so much about the athletic part, but listen to the words beyond the athlete part, the light attribute. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit, development of your responsibility, development of how you're showing up at this time. The shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, being that controller, being in that energy of the Messiah, I'm going to come in and save everybody, a false sense of invulnerability, the Messiah, and entitlement. So instead, we're working. What are your strengths? Get juicy in those energies. Come from yourself personally instead of being this outward focused energy during this time of Capricorn. So that's it. Perfect. So book a reading. I have holiday sales going on. If you'd like to book readings for people for this holiday season, and I give gift certificates, you can email me if you have questions. And I also have a reading sale for those who want to work with me in the year 2017. Monthly, either 6 months or 12 months. So check those out at GaiaBlooming.com or not. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.